afternoon, Sagittarius. Welcome to Sin Concepts Tarot. My name is Cynthia, and today we are doing that timeless month ahead reading update for you. So what that means for you, Sagittarius, at time of viewing this video, whether you're Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising, something should resonate for you. So like you do, use that intuition of yours and only focus on those things that do. Anything else, just leave it for another Sagittarius who's obviously viewing the reading as well. Now, I'm really going to get into these month readings. I really pack them full of a lot of information because it is a longer reading with the month. So I'm going to start out with the Chris Ann Light Seers Tarot deck to do a Celtic cross spread for the month ahead for you, as well as then we'll come back and do 4 weeks, each of the weeks with the Muse Tarot deck, clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And stay tuned because I am pulling oracles at the end of the reading as well. So we'll have one Wendy D's oracle card, one Shaman's Dream, and one Moonology card. Let's get started because these cards are already flying out here, Sagittarius. The main objective in the Celtic Cross here is the Chariot card coming into play. Now, the challenge that's facing you, though, is the Star, your hopes, dreams, desires in that effect. But let's go over here, recent past. We have the Three of Pentacles, recent. Progressing forward, we have the Five of Wands. Your conscious wants and desires is the Eight of Pentacles. Your subconscious desires is the Two of Pentacles. Now, how you see yourself in the month ahead is here, as well as how others see you, your hopes, fears, and dreams, and the final outcome card. Now, I'm going to set this deck aside over here. Let's get back focused into the heart of this cross here, right here in the center. The main object in the month ahead is the Chariot. Now, this could be regarding travel, transportation of that nature, or just gaining is a real fast action card, gaining that mental clarity to be able to focus and direction and progress forward at a very high rate of speed is maybe at play. But there is a hindrance to that, and that is, your own hopes, your own dream, your own desire that you've sent out to the universe is kind of quelling that speed and direction and holding you back at the moment. So let's see what happened recent past. Recent past, you were collaborating, team effort going on, working with others and doing well. I mean, that's a real team-spirited energy there of sharing design ideals, expertise, skills, and whatnot. So things are going along real smoothly. Just recently in the past, teamwork, effort coming on. Now, progressing forward into the month, we have the Five of Wands. So there is some kind of conflict occurring here. We went from teamwork, everything happening in the recent past, and going into this month forward, progressing forward, we're dealing with some drama, some conflict, competition even. And it is, a little heated there, and we can see that. So let's look at being that dreams and desires were somewhat conflicting with the speed and direction and having that clarity of being able to direct that chariot forward. We have your conscious desires, your prayers, so to speak, that you've been putting out to the universe or divine, or, just throwing out there verbally with your, kind of that alpha, beta conscious level. Eight of Pentacles, hard work. Yeah, it's like, well, it's also studious in nature, but it is definitely about applying, wanting to put in all your experience, your expertise, your skills, your knowledge, pulling it all out. Your dream and desire is you want to be just working hard. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but you really want to apply yourself. You got all that energy and drive. You really want to apply yourself. Your dream and desire is all about your work, but that seems to be hampering the direction you're going. Perhaps it's because you just want to apply it and do it yourself. Thus, the team spirits kind of went to the wayside. Because your dream and desire is, I just want to do it. Or you're wanting to work from home. You can see this, that your dream and desire is to work from home. And that would quell the transportation aspect, wouldn't it now? But Sagittarius, the one focus of mine is that's what you're verbalizing. Take it as it resonates for you. You're telling the universe, I want a job. Maybe you're no longer working and you're seeking out employment, and you're seeking employment of that nature, and there's a lot of competition apparently, but you're putting it out to the universe here, Sagittarius. Now, one thing to be aware of is when you get into like a Zen meditation, or even going to a dream state when you go to sleep at night, That's when your subconscious mind wakes up and connects with the divine source or universe or your higher self, all that information. You really connect into that energy, which really, it doesn't verbally speak to the universe like you do consciously. It goes through images, envisionings. Those pictures within your mind are being uploaded, so to speak, into the universe, sending you what you're deep down that you may not even be aware of. But this is what the universe is telling, or this is what your subconscious, your higher self is telling the universe. I need to make a decision. I'm tired of trying to do everything all at once, keep everything up in the air. I really need to make a decision on what to let go of, because something needs to be let go of. And you're asking the universe in this image that to help you make this decision because you don't know what to put down. You don't know what to give up, but you know you need to. You need to make a decision, but you're just not because it's wearing you out. You're not able to keep it up, everything up in the air anymore. Even though you look like you're doing a darn fine job in this card, it's not a task that's easy. It creates chaos. It creates conflict. If you don't make a decision, you're not going to be giving your best foot forward, so to speak, if you're scattered amongst many projects, many opportunities, many things, family, home, work. It's one of those things of, needing to find, make a decision of what you need to focus and specialize on. So internally, in that subconscious level, you are asking uh, assistance in making this decision because you just really don't know for sure yourself. Okay, Sagittarius. And like I said, you're facing competition, conflict, chaos happening here. Now, how you see yourself in the month ahead, Sagittarius, you're seeing yourself that the Wheel of Fortune's turning in your favor. Look at that. You're on top of that Wheel of Fortune. You're like, all right, getting through this. I'm doing good. I'm feeling some of the burdens being lifted off my shoulders. I'm on top of it now. Things are going to turn my way. You're feeling that karmic cycle changing up, and it's like, all right, I've had enough of being pushed down. It's time to be lifted up and on top of this Wheel of Fortune. Things going in my favor. That's how you're seeing yourself. Now, how others are seeing yourself in the month ahead is you tied yourself up in knots. You're not going in. They're seeing you as stagnant. You're not making any decision. You're not doing nothing. You kind of blindfolded yourself and tied yourself up in knots. And yep, you're not doing anything. That's how they're seeing you. They're like, yep, maybe you gave up. You just, you don't want to make a decision. You don't want to move. You don't want to do anything. You're just, they're seeing you giving up. That's how others are seeing you. Just reading the cards, Sagittarius. Now, hopes, fears, and dreams. You have a Knight of Cups. That's a good thing. At least you would think so, but it's also there as a fear. This is a romantic cup offer coming into you. You want that romance. You want that affection. You want that love, understanding, compassion, empathy. You want them to ride in on that horse, so to speak, or whatever it be. But it's also your fear. You're afraid of this love cup being offered to you, compassion, understanding. You're afraid. Now, it could be that you're already in a relationship, and you're afraid that love cup offer is going to come in and just sweep you off your feet. Or, like I said, or you're in a relationship, and you want this. You want this to come together. Take it as it resonates for you, but it is a two-edged sword there, even though it's a Knight of Cups. It is that energy of wanting it, but then, what if I do get it? Yeah, two-edged, hopes and fears. Now, final outcome here, Sagittarius, is the Six of Swords. And the interesting thing about this Chris Ann, the Light Seers deck, this is totally different. Because normally, Six of Swords is wanting to run away from the chaos, run away from the drama, run away from this. You're like, no, I ain't dealing with that. It's too much, too emotional. I'm out of here. I want to go for peace and serenity. No, your final outcome is, look at you. You're going right into it. You're like, oh, hell no. Perhaps, you're proving all these people wrong that you're just stagnated. You are on top of the world. This is how you see yourself. Things are in your favor. So you're not running away from problems. You're not running away from competition, conflict, chaos, drama. Oh, hell no. Sagittarius, look at you. Oh, yeah. You're going right in and you are confronting it face on, just taking care of business at the end of the month. How's that for a final outcome? I'm actually quite proud of you. I am. That is awesome. That's courageous. That's like, oh yeah, there's no reason to stay in this energy. And running away doesn't really solve anything. You are confronting it. You're like, oh, let's take care of this. Let's get to the end. Let's end this now, here and now. So yeah, that is good news for the end of the final outcome there. Let's move this Celtic cross aside, and we're going to grab the Chris Ann Muse Tarot deck, Sagittarius, because like I said, I'm going to pull 4 cards for each of the weeks in the month ahead. And then we'll use the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck to clarify each one of these weeks, tease out some more details. All right, let's start at the beginning. We got week 1, you have the Fool card. Week 2, we have the Muse of Materials. Week 3, we have the Awakening card. And the final week in the month ahead, you have 3 of Voices. Indeed. Okay, let's grab the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and let's start with week 1 first. All right, we have that Fool card. Now, we all, by now, maybe you're new and you don't know, but the Fool card, that is the beginning of the hero's journey. This is a new level up. You're starting up major arcana journey level. This is the hero's journey. This is stepping out with faith. You don't know if you got everything you need, but you're like, okay, I'm leveling up. I'm starting this new journey. So week 1, new journey with faith, stepping out, and just you doing it. You're following that inner guidance, that light of yours, and you're like, I got this. I'm taking those steps forward. Yeah, I mean, you new journey. You got this unexpected surprise, and it always happens when there's a new beginning, especially if you're leveling up. You're starting out, you want to make sure you have a solid foundation to begin this new journey upon. So you may experience some chaotic conflict and chaos occurring here, in which we did see that in your reading, the Celtic Cross, that conflict, that chaos. It's happening, but it's happening for a reason, because you are beginning this new journey in the month ahead. You're starting this whole new journey, leveling up, and so there is some conflict, because as we've seen, you were kind of in a team spirited collaboration thing, and now, well, you're like, no, that's fine. I'm on my, I'm going to do this my way. So you are leveling up there. The King of Cups is coming to play. This is all that watery characteristics of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could be within your own chart, Sagittarius, or this could be another that you know who's coming in. Perhaps there's a part of this whole Tower moment event coming into play for you. But this is about pulling in those characteristics. Notice how the King of Cups, he's sitting there with his cup, his compassion, his understanding, his empathy. And that's what quells the chaos around him. He's calm as all can be, even though see the waters and tarot all about emotions. Emotions may be high, they may be confused, there may be chaos, there may be drama, everybody's anxious and stressed out. But look how calm and cool that cat there is, that King of Cups. Yeah, he's a cool king. He is keeping his calm, and he is able to direct others and reduce their anxieties and calm them down. Quite awesome king there to be pulling in, as well as you got the Temperance major arcana here. Look at the balancing the Temperance angel is doing between the 2 cups, between 2 individuals, maybe this King of Cups and you, Sagittarius. This energy of balancing out the cups so they're equal, balanced shares. The chemistry is coming together, balancing, as well as notice the angel is testing the waters, so to speak, deeper emotions, deeper vulnerability coming to fore here, maybe being shared with this King of Cups, or being shared as empathetic understanding to others to help reduce their anxieties at this time. But ultimately, you're stepping out, beginning this whole new journey, a new level up cycle. Now, coming into the second week, Sagittarius, we have the Muse of Materials. Now, the Muse, in this deck, the Muse obviously the Muse Tarot deck. The Muse is the king of materials. So this is kind of like the uh, apprentice to the divine masculine, the emperor. So this is the last muse in the cycles of the minor arcana. So you gain a lot of wisdom and experience and knowledge along the way. So it creates a little more caution with you because you're a little wiser, not wanting to rush in too quickly on things. So it's a little slower in decision making, a little more caution at hand, but it's more abundant. Now, this could be reflective of, it is the muse of material. So down to earth qualities, loyal, dependable, stable, wealthy, abundant because of the cautious nature, as well as tends to be a little more mature individual, maybe older than you. But this muse of materials may have some earthy qualities in them. That would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn characteristics coming out. And this could be you as well, Sagittarius. Check your natal chart on that. But the fact of the matter, let's tease a little more detail out of this muse of materials. Now, that you can also, if you're not familiar with your natal chart, in my channel page, the description box, there is a link to a free astrology or free cafe astrology. No affiliation with me, but you can get a free natal chart. That way you'll know where to reflect upon what is in your chart more specifically when you're watching these readings, and can really reflect upon them, a little more information. Now, to clarify this muse and material Sagittarius, you have the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands is this uh, message coming in, a new beginning. It's a developing, but it's good news coming your way, which is always a good thing. You got the Two of Wands as well. This is about setting your goals, mapping, projecting out your plans, but making decisions. Remember, twos are all about decision making, and Two of Wands is here. You're making decisions about your future, your journey. You started this new journey, but there's still things you need to decide upon. You need to decide upon your goals and what you set those goals and what you want to achieve along this new journey that you leveled up upon. And look at there. Didn't I tell you about the muse of materials is a apprentice to the emperor? Well, there's that emperor energy. Yeah, Aries, being your own boss, being a leader, taking it on. So very well, you're starting this new journey, leveling up, perhaps to be your own boss instead of working for an employer. Tackling on this energy of, just inspired. You got this inspiration, this new undeveloped but beginning phase that you inspiring, passionate about. You're fired up, you're motivated, you're inspired, and you're pulling out the boss energy here. And that is what I'm seeing here. Second week, you're ready to level up and use that divine masculine energy. And the divine masculine, that's the father of all the kings. He pulls in all the energy from all the kings and is no longer just looking to run his kingdom. He's looking to expand and build empires. It's a real power play card coming into fruition there for you. Now, Sagittarius, week three, we have the awakening. So perhaps this is your awakening there. You're leveling up. You've leveled up to an emperor from the King of Pentacles aspect, or music materials, I should say. And the awakening is all about rising up, taking action now, but being true to yourself. No longer wearing the mask that others expect you to wear and be, but truly rising up, this new level up, rising up and being your true, authentic self, showing the world who you really are, Sagittarius. Yeah, no longer wearing the mask of what's expected of you, how people, perceive you to be, and you trying to be what they want you to be. Oh, hell no, Sagittarius. Week three, you're rising up, and all of a sudden the world is going to discover there is this new you here, and this is your authentic self. And you know what? You're going to be surprised, but they're going to love you, Sagittarius. Always rise up, be you. Now, let's clarify that a little bit better. Yeah, there it is. Goodness sakes, look at that. You got the Five of Pentacles here. So a lot of it, you're rising up, and you've always held back, wanting not be true to your authentic self 100% because you're afraid of being isolated, all alone, abandoned, left out in the cold. If you're true to yourself, You're just so used to wearing the mask that you're afraid when you reveal yourself, you're going to be left out in the cold. Well, that's just your perception, presumption, I should say, and it's not true at all. This is fives are about change, and time to change is to realize that instead of being so narrowly focused on what you presume or assume, Sagittarius, look and observe around you. There is always encouragement, support, all around you. You're not alone. You're not isolated, and you won't be. Now, as well as we got, look at the Seven of Pentacles. You planted a seed here, and it's been building up. You've been nurturing it. You watering. You've been establishing that strong foundation just to ensure that you can, harvest a ripe abundance in the future. And it is coming to fruition for you because here's that King of Pentacles. Look at that. Once again, the abundance, the wealth, the success, it is using, truly down to earth, stay loyal, committed, dependable, and stable. And that is where it's bringing it to fruition for you and nurturing that seed of ideal, that thought, that new journey that you're embarking upon here with that fuse journey is coming to fruition for you. But you need to be your true, authentic self here, Sagittarius. Throw away the mask. Be you. Now, final week. We do have that Three of Swords. Now, that does have a feeling of loss, regret, grief comes into play here. There is some truths that will be revealed to you, or ideals or thoughts that are coming to mind, and you're going to feel some sorrow here. It's going to be a painful emotion coming up and evolving in that final week in the month ahead. It could be regarding painful loss that you've experienced, and you're refocusing upon it in some way, and grieving. I mean, obviously, grieving for a loss. Whoops. And so we're going to clarify this for the last week. What's this grieving and loss about for you, Sagittarius? All right. Well, wow. All right, so we're starting out here. We have Nine of Wands, and this is the Wounded Warrior card, Sagittarius. This is you're reflecting back on all the projects and tasks and endeavors you took on, and you did a lot. You really did. You really you have accomplished a lot, and you've gone through hell and back somewhat too, dealing with everything. And here you are now. You're just kind of taking a breath. You're not really wanting to let go yet of everything you've accomplished. You're taking note of it, and you're like, man, to start this new journey, I may have to leave this behind because, this is the past, and you're just not, it's kind of built up a fence or boundaries, so to speak. And at this point, there's no going forward, there's no going back because you got this fence kind of blocking you. The memories of all this previous projects, task at hand that you were so inspired and motivated about. And, it's tough to leave some things behind. You put your heart and soul into a lot of it. That's why you may be grieving the loss of it in some way or another. But you do have that new fuse journey. And it is stepping out, having faith that, yeah, you got to tear down this wall because it's a fence. It is blocking you from going forward or for others to reach out and guide you forward. So you got to let it go. You got to start this new fuse journey. Look at you. You got to step up, take that faith and step out and forward. Now, this is, just kind of that you're deceiving yourself hanging on to this. There may be some transparency. You're protecting your heart, and you kind of know that. That's why you're not letting anything in. You're sharing a little bit of some truths and ideals and thoughts. You're determined to start this new journey, but you also know you're kind of holding on tight to something that you lost. The boundaries are there, and you just, you're a little conflicted here yourself. It's complicated, I'm sure, Sagittarius. But you are protecting your heart. You don't want to get hurt, and that's why we have this kind of sorrow and grief moment. It's a painful moment that there will be some sorrow, there will be some grief for the past, uh, what was held and held close because you're beginning this new journey. So, I mean, I'm seeing this from the beginning of the month. You know, you're really inspired starting this new journey, and then reflections towards the end of the month on this new journey and what you're leaving behind. It may bring you some sorrow there. It may bring you some grief, the loss of things that were there before and are no longer. So take that as it resonates with you, Sagittarius. I'm going to move this aside here. If it's resonating, hit that like button down below. Let me know. Or if you care to share in the comments how this is resonating, what you like or don't like about these readings. I love reading all the comments. Take it as it is. Now, we are also going to pull some oracle cards for you. So stay tuned for these. These oftentimes give you affirmations, gives you a different direction to focus on, or compliments and really pulls the whole reading together for you. We're going to start with this Aweni D's. This is a Welsh Celtic mystical deck, and it really does provide awesome affirmations for you to focus on, even on a daily event of meditation. Now, your card today from the Aweni D's Oracle deck is Nature. Sagittarius, it says, I sit in nature and call to Pan. I connect with the elementals to make a better world. So, Sagittarius, embrace the magic that is in nature. Stop outside, get some fresh air, and simply renew yourself. It may be needed at this time, as well as helpful in grounding yourself in that element. Now, the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck is here as well. I'm going to pull one card for you today, Sagittarius, and read from the guidebook therein. Just like I said, ensuring we have a full reading and you definitely have something to take and meditate upon. Now, your Shaman Dream Oracle card is the Magician's Sword. Look at that. Sagittarius, confidence in your magic. Indeed. How exciting. I don't think I've gotten that one. Now, take note of that number 37 at the top, too. One little nifty trick to get an extra angelic message is to go to Google, their search engine, type in angel number meaning 37, and you'll get an angelic message, and that extra angelic message to your month ahead reading. Now, 37 also works in numerology into 10, and 10s are about completions, as well as if you're working down even further, it'll be a 1. So beginnings and endings is what we're getting here with that 37 coming out. But let's turn to the guidebook and read from it and see what else we can pull out for you in the month ahead. The Magician's Sword is not only about confidence in your own magic, it's nothing can stop you, Sagittarius, as well as the beauty you actually seek. So when the Magician's Sword appears, you are called to cut the cords that bind you to the old thought forms and beliefs, or to friends who are not true. Sagittarius, with the power of the Magician's Sword, nothing can stop you. Nothing can hurt you, or even turn you away from the beauty you seek or the goal you desire with all of your heart. The sword is a tool, not a weapon. So make sure you wield it wisely and for the greater good, Sagittarius. Find the stuck places where you are kept tethered to a toxic person, a particular location, or a faulty thought or belief, and just let that blade do its magic. Yeah. You have a large endowment of magic available to you, Sagittarius, when you actually believe in miracles. But don't look to the heavens to grant you a wish. Look within. Use the magician's sword to cut through limiting beliefs. And remember that all beliefs are actually limiting. Yeah. Focus your intention in order to create what you wish. You have all the tools you need, Sagittarius, for that task at hand, and you need only muster the wherewithal to deploy those resources you have. So when the Magician's Sword appears, it is time to get moving, Sagittarius. This is not a tool for contemplation. Oh no, for gazing at the finely polished edge. It is an instrument calling for decisive action, and decisive action now. And remember, the sword is alive. with a wisdom you can summon to help you find the best course of action. Do not hesitate, Sagittarius. Act. Alrighty, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck. Now, I'm going to pull you one card from here, and I must admit, this is one of my favorite Oracle decks. I tend to use it in almost all my readings just for the fact that it has additional alternative meanings, and I really want it to resonate with all of you, even though you're all individually unique, but at the same time, make it so you can come back to one of these big month readings, listen again, and actually find something else that timing is just right for resonates with you, and you can continue to meditate and focus upon. So your Moonology card this time is, it's time to release negativity. It's the full moon in Scorpio, Sagittarius. All right, let me pull this up. And also, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscription tab down below and that notification bell just to ensure you get notified next time I upload a video. You won't miss out on any of these. All right, Sagittarius, full moon in Scorpio. Release that negativity. Yeah, if you've been feeling paranoid or even acting weird, Sagittarius, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to just stop it. Yeah, stop it already. Worrying about yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, well, perhaps it's time for you to simply release them. Yep, this card heralds an emotionally intense time since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense, Sagittarius. It's time for you to feel all of your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card, though. So if that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. Yeah, for some, however, this card could have a totally different meaning. And what I mean is your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. So use that magic of yours. You have all you need inside you just to bring about that desired result. Now, to attend to this moon card, Sagittarius, emote. Yep, it's better out than in. Remove those boundaries, those fences. Just let it out. Emote. Additional meanings of or alternative meanings for this card as well. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. So you're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. And finally, the end of an argument. Won't that be nice? All right, Sagittarius, I wish you the best. I hope this resonated with you. We'll catch you next time. Bye.